damn truth. I used to kick his ass and slow him a couple times.
I thought, does this dude really think he's gonna just jump into the mountain bike scene and start doing good?
And then I beat him maybe a couple times, right? You won more. You won more times, but when I did beat you, I smoked your ass bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, typical Palmer fashion, right? Like, if he beat you, he let you know about it. He flaunted it however he could.
I was insecure when I was a child.
So this is the new Carbine 29er. Super fired up about this bike. It's got some cool changes in the 2015 line. Obviously the graphics are a big change. You know, cool looking colors. Everybody's been fired up on how it looks. But constructionally wise, the rear triangle is quite a bit different from the old Carbine 29er. We've taken what we've done with the Tracer 275 and the dedicated 142 through axle dropouts, and we've utilized that and incorporated it into the Carbine 29er. So we got a stiffer, lighter, just more up-to-date rear end on this bike. And of course, again, this is the factory build, so you got all the top of the line stuff. 140 millimeter travel rear end. Got usually a 160 front end, but you can run anywhere from a 140 to a 160. This bike, when it's fast and it's rough, it just eats it up. It's unbelievable. So here we got the Tracer 275. This is like the creme de la creme. It's the factory build, what we like to call it. It's a 160 millimeter travel frame. It's the new 650B or 27.5-inch wheel. This bike, it's a good aggressive trail bike. It has a good slack head angle, nice bottom bracket height. Just the geometry for me has been spot on since I very first rode this bike. I love the geometry, and it's kind of my go-to bike. It's the bike I ride the most. Pedals well, descends well, and for me the most fun out of all of them. If there was just one bike I could choose for, you know, everything, this would be the one. All right, next up we have the Spyder 29er Carbine. How this bike differs from the Carbine 29er is mainly the angles and a little less travel. Again, we have the two-position shock in the rear linkage here. Goes from 115 to 130 depending on which position you have it set up on. The head angle and the seat angle are both a little bit steeper than the Carbine. For me, this is a comfortable, everyday cross-country bike for me. So if it's a little bit more aggressive, fast and rough, I'll go with the Carbine. For more of the casual, lighter travel, you know, less technical trail stuff, this is great angles. You know, for climbs great, descends well, it's a great all-around bike. Next we have the Tracer 275. This is a new bike for 2015. This bike is built up with what we call the foundation kit. It's probably the biggest bang for your buck that we have in our range. $29.95 is the suggested retail on this bike. Same exact geometry as what I ride on the Tracer 275 Carbine. Same dimensions, same amount of travel. We got the X-Fusion rear shock, X-Fusion fork. Like I said, the most bang for your buck. And to top it off, this frame is handmade in the USA. So one of the few frames that's still made in the USA, all for under $3 grand. Well, that's a wrap for Interbike 2014. Go online to intensecycles.com, check out a whole range of 2015 bikes. I think you'll agree that Intense has pretty much a bike for any kind of riding that you're looking to do on your local trails. It's got a great selection. Bikes are looking good, and you know, also you can go online and check out when our demo fleet is coming to a store near you. Get out. I think that's going to be probably the worst thing you ever did, because you're going to want to get on one of these bikes as soon as you test ride one. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your time.